Turkey demands a formal investigation in Germany over a poem that was broadcast insulting President Erdogan. Hundreds of protesters are arrested in Washington during an unauthorized demonstration at the US Capitol building against money in politics. And it's 55 years since Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first man in space. We've got special coverage coming up this hour. We'll tell you about the details, though kept from the public at the time. Hello, just turned 5 p.m. here in Moscow. This is RT International with me, Kevin Owen. Thanks for your company. First today, a scandal over a German comedian's satirical poem about the Turkish president has drawn reaction now from Chancellor Angela Merkel. She underscored the high value of freedom of opinion in Germany. On Monday, Turkey requested...
We have fundamental values in the Constitution, and that includes Article 5, which is the freedom of opinion, freedom of science, and of course the freedom of art. And these fundamental values are valid with regard to any political problems we discuss with Turkey.
Well, that's what she had to say about it. Now, on Monday, Turkey requested that Germany prosecute comedian Jan Böhmermann over his poem insulting Turkey's President Erdogan, which was recited on TV. Authorities have launched a preliminary investigation already into whether or not that poem violated laws that forbid insults against representatives of foreign states. Picking up the story from Berlin next, our Europe correspondent, Peter Oliver.
The Turkish government have pushed as far as they can. The ball is now in the court of Angela Merkel's government, and she is damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. If she does do something about this, well, she's actually going to be invoking a somewhat archaic German law against making fun of a foreign leader, which is not going to go down too well. If she does do something about this, well, she's caving into the Turkish side. She's caving into Ankara. But it has resulted in a mixed reaction here in Germany. What we've heard from people like the Green Party here, who are very, very popular, who have said, this is ridiculous. What is freedom of speech if you can't poke fun at those in power? In the next few days, we are expecting a decision from Angela Merkel on this. But this isn't the first time that this has happened. Just a few weeks ago, we saw one of the major broadcasters here in Germany issue a satirical song about the Turkish president. That resulted in the German ambassador being summoned to Ankara. Let's have a listen to what that song was about.
Ein Journalist, der was verfasst, dass Erdogan nicht passt, ist morgen schon im Knast. Redaktion wird dicht gemacht, er denkt nicht lange nach und fährt mit Tränengas und Wasserwerfern durch die Nacht. Sei schön charmant, denn hat dich in der Hand. Erdogan, Erdobo, Erdogan.
So that's the way it is at the moment, that there is an impasse between what's funny and what's perceived to be funny between here in Berlin and Ankara.
It appears so. Well, I spoke about the case to comedy performer Josh Telson. He told me politicians should be able to take criticism, at least from comedians.
I think humor plays a role in the checks and balances that we should consider an integral part of a democratic society. You have to be able to take criticism if you're going to be in the public eye, certainly from a comedian of all people. It's irrelevant whether it's funny or not. It is a criticism. It is part of comedy and humor, and man, if you can't take it, you should probably find a different job.
Well, Erdogan doesn't tolerate rudeness against him at home either, with people receiving prison terms for insulting the Turkish president on Twitter recently. As a matter of fact, Erdogan's not a fan of social media generally. Me Time reporting here in Istanbul. These pictures are from Kurdish activists clashing with police. They took to the streets to protest the government's ongoing crackdown on the Kurdistan Workers' Party, the PKK. Turkish police deployed water cannon and tear gas on the demonstrators, who threw Molotov cocktails and fireworks back at the armoured vehicles. The Turkish military operation against the PKK in the southeast has been ongoing now since, August last year, resulting in numerous civilian casualties. Keep an eye on that, but as I say, there were the latest pictures in about what's been happening there.